Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the Niners, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis and CD, the Bengals. Well, they're officially no fluke. Champions of the AFC for a second consecutive year.
And how about the Cincinnati Bengals franchise? Before last year, they had not won a playoff game since January of 1991. They are now 0-3 in Super Bowls with the loss last year to the Rams. 2 previously to Joe Montana, 49ers in the 1980s, looking to get their first championship in this one.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 8th time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era, no doubt. They look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Pats and Steelers for most ever.
And they've been really close in recent years. They were in this game just 3 seasons ago, Super Bowl 54 in Miami. Had the lead in the 4th quarter against Kansas City, but watched it slip away. And how about last year? Lost a 4th quarter lead to the Rams in the NFC title game.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And everyone was quick to say after a heartbreaking loss in last year's Super Bowl, don't worry, Joe Burrow will get back here again. But we all knew that was no guarantee. Yet he's lived up to it. 1 year later, here he is leading the Bengals back for a shot at redemption in his 2nd Super Bowl appearance.
Let's rock and roll. Let's go.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And right away, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Back deep, Ray McCloud. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader, and that's Brock Purdy.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done, but he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
On first down, Purdy. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 2nd and inches, Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Here's Joe Burrow. The hitter here, it's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Touchdown Bengals! It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. He's going to use his legs here. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
What a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Bengals have recovered it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Mixon with a first down carry. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
One quarter done and 3 more to play here at Super Bowl 57. 7-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Burrow will throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it if you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else he'll just sit back. They're going to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I would get real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Burrow looking to pass. Here's Higgins out of the right side. Touchdown! T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bengals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. In the 2nd quarter and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped to the 23. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Able to avoid him. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Break tendency and go play action and go for the big shot.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Those significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing here, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything that they've been really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2, just wanted to put a little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands, and yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd down and goal. Purdy. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Two minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Gould is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, it's Purdy. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here we go with McCaffrey. Jukes by again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 15 yards. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So a big decision there to go on fourth down. Gets him not only to first, but gets him a touchdown as well.
And Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest, they were shooting for the first down on that one, and boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Cincinnati. And it's been the passing game that's gotten them to where they are, 2 quarters away from a possible Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they, too, didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taking it about the 1. Ray McCloud to return. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
What's the deal, Doc?
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should listen to you, partner.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 39, Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 3rd quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
T. Higgins leading the Cincinnati receiving corps out for this upcoming series.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a 1st down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And
on the other side of midfield.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Burrow will throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'd been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's got some space here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now, that's the way to do it. hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Purdy.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Deebo Samuel.
31 yards.
And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bengals getting set to go.
And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Let's rock and roll, baby. That's every day. Let's do it with you every day.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Oh, let's turn it up. Hey, praise God, man. Praise man. That's what.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. Second and 11 now. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.